Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Topic Time with Harrison Young. We are rolling through the month of January. It's a very nice afternoon out there. It's not beach weather, of course, but it's pretty mild for January. No snow on the ground, no snow in the foreseeable future, and as usual, I have a really nice, hot, kind of cool guest in here to welcome in the new week, and we'll get to her in a minute, but I got to read these great underwriters first, and then we will commence with the show as usual. So we got Smoke and Ashes Tobacco Stores in Whitman, Pembroke, South Weymouth, Hanson, and Abington. We got Abington and Whitman News. There's the corporate number. We got Bryant's Auto and Tire Service in Middleborough. We got Vape Solutions in East Bridgewater. We got South Shore Trains and more in Pembroke. We got good old Dave's Automotive in Hanson right here on Route 58. We got Battistini's Bakery in Middleborough. We got Carver Jewelers Incorporated right here in the building with Ronald Dyer and Lyle A. Delano Goldsmiths. We got Shore Shine Professional Detailing Hand Wash in Abington. We got MDI Auto Brokers and Repair in Whitman, home of the fully certified used car. And we got the Gun Runner LLC in Middleborough, the only gun store that Governor Baker was unable to close when he deemed all gun stores unnecessary. And I want to thank you guys very much. And on that note, let me introduce this lovely young lady. This is Christine Lucas. She's a jeweler and she's a singer, correct?
Yes,
okay.
That's true.
And she's brought some of her wonderful homemade jewelry with her tonight. We're going to look at that. We're going to talk about her history and in the craft of jewelry making, and we're going to hear a little of her music. And I always love it when the guests that I have are multifaceted. I've never had someone that's done those things together. I've had craftspeople on, I've had musicians on, but I've never had one and the same. So Christine, thank you for coming in and being with me on Topic Time tonight.
Thank you.
I wanted to have you come down from the North Shore.
Yes.
I know it was a haul, and I know you had a little issue with your GPS, but at least you know it's not in need of repair.
Yes, which is true. Yes.
Okay. All right, well, tell me about yourself a little bit. I like to go back to the childhood of all my guests to find out what they were like growing up. And I saw your date of birth, and you're very young. You're not even half my age.
Oh, wow. That's great. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you so much.
So, where did you grow up in the North Shore?
So I did not grow up in the North Shore, and I just want to say thank you for inviting me to your show
sure.
first.
You're welcome.
And no, I grew up in the South Shore.
Really? Where in the South Shore?
Braintree.
Okay. Oh yeah, I remember.
So,
I think somebody mentioned that. You might have Braintree.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I grew up in Braintree. My father was a jeweler, and that's how it all started. My business.
Yep.
I've only known jewelry all my life. Since
obviously.
I was a baby and onward. Yep. He had a jewelry store in Boston, in the Providence Building, the Jewelers Building. On Washington Street.
Okay.
And
you say Boston?
In Boston, yes.
Okay, I'm trying to picture where that is. That's okay. Near the financial district, near the theater district.
Yeah, no. It's right on Downtown Crossing.
Downtown Crossing, right?
So,
but the theater district's Tremont Street. Washington Street's 1 block away. My doctor's office is on Washington Street, so
yes. Yeah, well, Washington Street is a long street.
I know.
Yeah. So it's towards more. The Providence Building is more towards like the bank and the Downtown Crossing.
Right.
Yeah, around that area. So I always, we were always going into the building because he always used to custom make jewelry and take care of his customers there. So basically, I would just join him, and that's where I learned the trade. He taught myself and my brothers the trade. I would always go and do supply pickups and jewelry repair because he made his own jewelry, but he also repaired other jewelry stores' jewelry. Okay. So I just learned the trade with him.
Quick question about repairing jewelry. How often does jewelry really need to be repaired? Can you ballpark that? I mean, because jewelry, everything breaks, I suppose.
Yes.
But do you have a lot of requests for repaired jewelry?
Well,
is that common?
Yes, typically it is.
Okay.
But because I have an e-commerce store, an e-commerce shop. Yes,
what does that mean?
It's an online website.
Okay, got it.
So basically, Boston Designer Jewelry Imports is my website.
Okay.
And it is an online designer jewelry boutique.
Okay, cool.
But I also do by appointments only.
Okay.
So
obviously now with the virus, you got to you take it one at a time.
Oh yeah, yes. So I don't have like a shop per se. I have a seasonal shop that's in Salem.
Okay.
And it's at the Artist Row.
Cool.
And I'm an artist in residence in there along with the other artists.
Cool.
But I'm out of Marblehead, Massachusetts.
Oh yeah, okay.
And if by appointment only, I have a studio, so if you'd like to come, I could also help you there and show you some of the pieces.
If I ever got married, I'd bring my fiance and we'd pick out a ring.
Yeah, so
But
if
the odds
you
of that happening,
so if that happens,
If
you
it
can come
happens.
to me. If that happens,
I'll come to you.
you can come to me
Right.
and we can go through different designs. So in that case, we can do any type of custom design for you.
Cool.
Typically, I don't really do that, but it depends on the circumstances.
Right.
Usually, you come on my website and you can see whatever is there
Yep.
and just buy it right there on the spot, and then I'll ship it to you.
Okay.
Or I could meet you and you could come to our studio.
Yep.
You know, we are very protocol safety with all the, the COVID protocols.
Yep.
So you can be safe, I wear a mask and
Of course.
and you can come, or if you want, depending on the location, I can come to you too. But the presentation, I usually have a big presentation for the one-on-one.
Okay.
With that person, so it would be very much like this.
Okay, no,
But with more pieces.
Talk about, all right, now what I want you to do is, while we're waiting for the time for we're going to listen to your music,
Yes.
talk about what you have there.
Yes.
Describe each piece in specificity, if you would,
Yes.
please.
So Boston Designer Jewelry Imports, we only carry fine jewelry,
Okay.
all custom made.
Right.
We pride ourselves with really unique pieces. If you
Okay.
can see here and what I'm wearing, it's very different.
Yep.
You're probably not going to see it in
Certainly
very many
eye-catching.
pieces. Yes, and that's how I basically wanted it to be.
Of course.
When I went and traveled during Europe, I would bring back a lot of pieces, and
Okay.
people would admire a lot of the different unique pieces.
All right, tell me about Europe for a second. Do you travel to Europe to collect more jewelry? Is that it?
To get the designs
Okay.
and the different stones and the different materials.
Wow.
Um,
What
I
parts of Europe did you go to?
France, Italy,
Yeah.
Greece. I'm Greek, so and
Okay.
my of course it's basically
Home
what
base.
I really tried
The old
to.
country.
What?
The old country.
The old country,
Okay.
yes. And so I try to have an influence of the Greek culture
Cool.
within my my jewelry.
Well, the jewelry,
But yeah. So that being said, everything is fine jewelry. It's all semi-precious stones, and precious metals.
Cool.
So you'll have it forever.
Of course.
And I pride myself in, again, having really unique pieces that when people wear it, they can feel special
course.
and it would be memorable, and anything to any type of gifts like anniversaries, weddings, parties, bridal parties, anything like that, birthdays, holidays, anything.
Yeah.
So we carry everything
Or even just everyday stuff. I mean,
every day.
most
Yep.
most people that I see on the street are wearing jewelry,
Yes.
male and female.
Yes.
Now, I mean, it's just it's universal.
Yes, definitely. Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm getting into male jewelry also.
Okay, cool.
That's coming up. But what I usually carry, just so you know, the blue stone is my specialty stone
Okay.
of what Boston Designer Jewelry. We have collections of Larimar jewelry.
Okay.
The Larimar is the blue stone that you can see here.
Yep.
It comes from the Dominican Republic.
Cool.
And it's where it originated.
Okay.
And I also traveled to the Dominican Republic, and I saw the stone and I fell in love with it. It was my first time
Cool.
knowing what the stone was, and I fell in love, and I said, I just have to carry it, and I just have to stop making pieces. So these are some of the pieces that I made. I have some heart pieces, some
Yep.
heart pendants for the Valentine's Day that's coming.
It's coming up, yeah.
That's right. If you
Month from
have something
tomorrow.
for your girlfriend. And so we have different pieces. I actually made a couple of these pieces last night. So they all sterling silver. Some have link chains. Some are very
Is there any
simple.
turquoise in there?
No. So I was just going to say that. So it reminds you of turquoise.
It does. That's
so,
why I asked. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
It is not turquoise.
It's not. Okay.
It's the Larimar comes from the Dominican Republic. It originated there, and you can only get it there.
Okay.
So all my stones come from the Dominican Republic. Turquoise, on the other hand, is something that I will start carrying.
Where does it come
but,
from? Not the Dominican Republic.
No. The west, out west.
Western
So
United States or West?
Tucson, Arizona.
Oh, okay, got it.
That area
Yep.
of the west. So that's where you can find the turquoise.
Cool.
It's very similar, but turquoise is a little greener.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yes, turquoise has a little bit more green.
It's more blue.
This is more blue.
Yeah.
It can vary from it can vary from a little greenish
Yeah.
color all the way up to a very brilliant blue
Oh,
is here.
okay.
So
Like
it's
aqua there.
so this is the aqua. So this is like a AAA grade.
Wow.
And then it goes from like this is also AAA. So all my Laurimat pieces, I pride myself to have
Okay.
top A quality.
Yeah.
Color stones. So you can be anywhere from AAA to AA. So it can vary from green to white to
Okay.
light blue, as you can see, and to like the deep blue.
Okay.
It reminds you of the tropical
Paradise.
seas. The what?
Tropical paradise.
Tropical paradise.
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it.
I love it too. Big
Yeah.
white waves and blue,
Yes.
blue surf.
Yeah, so it just reminds me of that. So my logo is more towards like the beachy logo because it definitely reminds me of like
And you live
the,
sort of near the
ocean.
beach too.
I do.
Okay.
Yes,
Well, listen. Now we're gonna focus a little on something else. You're also a singer.
I am.
Okay. We're gonna hear a little piece that you put together.
Okay.
And we're gonna take a little break, and then we're
Okay.
gonna come back.
Sure.
We're gonna talk about how you found your musical career as well, or your musical situation,
Yes.
or or if and how they're combined with the
Yes.
jewelry.
May I say that?
Sure.
So my website is BostonDesignerJewelryImports.com.
Yep.
It's a very long title, but it says exactly what it is.
Okay.
Okay. And you can go there anytime, and I'm always adding new pieces.
Yep.
So please come on and see all the other pieces. I also carry pearls also and all the other semi-precious stones. So
Okay.
yeah.
Cool. All right.
And now I'm excited.
We're going to take a little break and listen to Christine sing, and then we're going to come back and talk more about the singing and the jewelry. So without further ado, we'll be right back and enjoy it.
Man, I've been seeing, baby, got himself up on a shelf. No man could ever love me that I couldn't even love himself. Now I want someone to love me, everyone want to understand. Whoa, believe it when I tell you, darling, you can love me like a man. Never seen such losers. Don't think I ever tried to find a man to take me home instead of always for a ride. Baby, you just wanna care. Whoa, believe it when I tell you, darling, you can love me like a man. All wanna rock on, like my back ain't got no bone. Come on here, hold me, baby, love my backbone. Ooh, baby, are you someone who can? Whoa, believe it when I tell you, darling, you can love me like a man. Feel like I wanna cry. Come on here, hold me, baby. Don't wanna ask the reason why. Ooh, baby, you someone who can. Whoa, whoa, believe it when I tell you, darling, you can love me like a man.
Oh, that was great. Tell me about that. What we just saw, the music.
So the music is "Love Me Like a Man."
Cool.
Bonnie Raitt usually sings it. She
Yep.
covers it. So this is a cover song.
Okay.
I have a band called Take Two.
Okay.
It's an acoustic band.
Cool.
It's a 3-piece band. We're a trio.
Okay.
But it's been expanded after a while, we added congas, we added some percussion, and then we added a keyboard. And with the whole COVID, we had to cut back a little bit.
Right.
So we haven't really been performing much. But I have two guitarists.
Okay.
One's an acoustic, well, they're both acoustic guitarists. One's a lead and one's a rhythm.
Okay.
And I am the lead singer.
Cool. Very
Jeff,
nice, by the way. Nice voice. Very
thank
nice
you.
voice.
Thank you.
Okay.
So Jeff King, he is the lead. He also does the harmonizing with me.
Okay.
Today, when you hear the music, it's going to be he is playing on the guitar.
Okay.
It's recorded.
Okay.
And Dave usually is the rhythm.
Yeah.
And he plays he holds the rhythm section really well. And we're really a great trio. We play all cover tunes, any occasion. We usually we're in when it's hopefully COVID will be gone.
Yeah.
We play in lounges. We play in private parties.
Cool.
We play at weddings. But the weddings at a cocktail hour.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of easy listening type of music.
As it should be.
But everyone usually loves to get up and dance, and they love our selection of music, and they just we have a little bit of everything for everyone.
Well, all right. Now, tell me, go back a little and tell me about the history of that, and how did you start with that?
Yeah. So along with my jewelry, I knew I wanted to be a singer when I was 5 years old.
Cool.
So I had a passion for it. It just came naturally to me.
Yeah.
And so I pursued it. Went to the Boston Conservatory after high school. And
Boston Conservatory?
I went to the Boston Conservatory of Music. Yes.
Oh, that's a school.
Yes, it's a school
Okay.
in Boston. It's a classical school.
Cool. Okay.
So I learned classical music there.
Yep.
And then from there, I went back to my roots, which was pop, and I decided that I wanted to create a band.
Cool.
I was in a couple of different bands, but then I decided I want to sing the different music that I wanted to sing, and I met Dave Lombardi.
Yep.
He's my rhythm guitarist.
Cool.
And we got together, and as soon as we got together, we learned 4 or 5 songs. We got together, we played them together, and it was like magic.
That's the way it should be. Wow.
And then Dave brought in Jeff King,
Yep.
and he's our lead guitarist. Again, got together. One song that we played together, it was like magic.
Okay.
So we knew that we had a really good thing, and we've been together for I think 7 to 8 years now.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's been really nice. They're like family now.
Now, before the virus, were you performing a lot? Now,
Yes.
a lot of private functions and stuff.
Private functions, mostly bar lounges,
Okay.
restaurant lounges, anything that had that would like the acoustic music to be
Right.
playing in the background.
Okay. So bars would hire you out. Is that
Yes,
it? Cool.
exactly.
Wow.
Yes, yeah. I do the bookings.
Cool.
So I would, see which areas that I thought would be a perfect fit with
Right.
our band, with the venue.
Right. Of course.
So so if I thought that, I'd reach out and then they would listen to our recordings,
Yep. Wow.
our promotional kit, and go from there.
There you go.
Yeah,
Wow.
and it's a lot of fun. I can't wait for
I know,
COVID
for
to
the-
be all over and that we can
Exactly.
play again,
You'll
because
be
I'm
back. I know you'll be back in no time. Well, in the meantime, have you
Yes.
done anything virtual with the music since?
very
hiatus?
little.
Yeah,
Very
okay.
little. I
Yeah.
know that there's what is that? COVID karaoke or something like that.
Okay, yeah,
I have
I've
not
heard of
done
that.
that. But in the beginning of the COVID time, I just went on, the internet, and I videotaped myself, and
Yeah.
then I just sang, with the videotape. But I haven't really done too much like that.
No, I understand.
I've been busy with the jewelry,
Right.
and so I balance them both out.
Of course.
And I absolutely love both. They're both my passion.
Of course.
I
It's
don't
great
think
how
I
you do
can.
that. It's great how you manage to, balance it out.
Oh,
like
I
that.
know. I don't know how.
Right. You have a big family?
I do. I have, not too big, but I have 2 children.
Okay.
I have
That's-
2 boys.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay.
19-year-old and a 13-year-old.
Okay. Wow.
And they are, it's been a challenge, going to school this year and
Yeah, I know,
last
I
year.
know.
But they're doing great. It's been a little challenging here and there, but they're doing fantastic. And I have my husband also.
Cool.
He's very supportive of.
Is he part of the business too, the jewelry or?
No, he's actually very supportive.
Okay.
In many ways.
Is he musically inclined either?
No.
He's not.
No, he likes
just
to go.
supportive. I mean, he's your husband, and he cares. He cares
Yes,
what you do, and he
yes.
helps.
Oh, it's
yeah.
been great. I don't know if I had someone else, if I could have been doing everything.
Oh,
He's
no
so
kidding. No,
supportive in both
I
areas.
always everything happens for a reason, and that's why I asked about the family.
Well,
'cause
that's what he was very attracted to when I was singing.
Yeah.
He heard I was a singer, and he listened to like a demo tape that
Wow.
I had made prior to him because I was singing at wedding receptions and at the church and everything.
Okay.
So I've been
Church
at
in
this for a
Marblehead?
very. No, actually, in the South Shore, like in Quincy.
Oh, okay.
My friends' weddings, people's weddings
Cool.
at the churches. So I'd sing Ave Maria, and
Well, it's funny you should say Ave Maria because last year in 2019 actually, it's hard to believe we're already. I turned
know.
60 in 2019, and we had.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. I know we're getting up there. Well, I had two of my friends came over. We had my parents, God bless them, they're still with me in their 80s. We had a
That's
party
wonderful.
at their house.
Yes.
Two of my friends came over. One had been a Topic Time guest back in 2014, and his wife, she will probably eventually be a Topic Time guest. She sang Ave Maria.
Wow.
She really bellowed it out beautifully.
That's wonderful.
So that was the first time I ever heard it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and
Oh.
and everybody, she mesmerized and astonished everybody in the room. There were probably about 100 of us, so it was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Even the animals stuck around to listen. So you can tell when the animals don't run away. That's somebody's got the talent.
Well, it's a gorgeous song.
Right.
And
Well, it's
been
nice to know
around
you
for a
can
long
be.
time.
You don't have to be a fat lady to sing opera.
No, you do not. You really do not.
She's
no.
not, and you're certainly not
Yeah.
either. Right.
Yeah. I mean, I sing more cover tunes now, but if anyone wanted me to sing, I actually sing Ave Maria. My guitarist Dave got married, I think, 3 years ago.
Oh, cool.
So I sing Ave Maria
Cool. That's.
for him at his wedding.
Is that an Italian song?
It is.
It is. That's what I
Yes.
thought. I wasn't sure because to be honest with you,
Yes.
I'd never heard it until that day of my party.
Well, there's 2 Ave Maria songs.
Oh, there is.
Yeah,
There
one's
are.
from
Okay.
Schubert and one's from Bach. So.
Oh, okay. Well, they're
I
both
know.
classical songs.
Very classical.
When I was a kid, I played the piano, and I played songs by both those composers.
Yes.
And I don't believe Ave Maria was one of them, but I do remember the names because
Yes.
my piano teacher was a perfectionist.
Yes.
He really nose to the grindstone kind of guy.
Yes.
He unfortunately he's no longer with us, but he was a great musician when he lived. He used to not aside from being a great piano teacher, he would entertain at our family functions too.
Oh, that's great.
And he worked at some of the restaurants, like at Christo's. I don't know if there used to be a restaurant in Brockton called Christo's.
Yes, I know it very well.
You know Christo's?
Oh my
They used to
gosh, I
play
love
there.
crystals.
Okay, well that's
Yes.
amazing because that's
Yes.
that's not on the North Shore. Oh, that's right. 'Cause you
No,
grew up in
I'm from the
Braintree.
South Shore.
Right.
Yeah,
Well, he used to-
crystals was really big.
I used to go there with my grandfather like every night back
Yeah.
when I
Oh,
was a
it's
teenager.
so great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the moussaka.
They still have who?
The moussaka.
The
Moussaka is the dish. It's a
Oh,
Greek
it is,
dish.
yeah.
It's
Okay.
it's eggplant with ground beef and
Those are vegan. I
tomato
wouldn't
sauce.
eat ground beef, but eggplant I
Oh.
would eat.
Yeah, I've made like a gluten-free one, but
They still
You
have
have to
they
eat
still
the
have a takeout place in Whitman now.
yes, actually,
On Route 18.
I've been there too.
Oh, you
I've been
have?
there,
Okay.
Yeah, like a little takeout. Yeah, I mean,
The building
a long time ago.
Yeah, it's
but-
true. I mean,
Yes.
the restaurant has been raised,
Oh,
but because Chris passed away, the
okay.
owner, and when
Oh,
he,
okay.
when he passed away, they just the family decided to just do it, minimize the work,
Yes,
because he was he pretty much ran it from the ground up.
yes.
So anyway, all right.
Well,
so,
yes, yeah.
Okay.
I know the difference because my father, he actually had a shop
Okay.
in downtown Boston, and he had the jewelry. He had the workshop in the
Right.
back and the jewelry shop in the front, the storefront. So I did things a little differently, like Christo's
Right.
kids.
Yeah, you
I
learned from
decided
your-
to have an e-commerce website as opposed to having a storefront. But I have both. I'm going towards the storefront. But
Well, that's great. Well,
for
guess
now,
what? We're
it's
down
like
to the final 5 minutes of the
yes.
show.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Well, now, I hope we covered, I tried to make sure we covered both the jewelry
Yes.
and the music as best
Yes.
we could.
Yeah,
You
and the
pretty-
Valentine's Day.
And the Valentine's, we got the Valentine's
got,
Day.
okay, perfect.
So in the final 5 minutes, what I ask all my guests to do is to look at the camera, you give
Okay.
shouts out to people, they're gonna see the show, you can talk to your husband, your children, whoever else,
Okay.
anyone, and your friends,
Okay.
and then we'll wrap the show up. So go ahead, look at
Okay.
the red light and just say, please watch me, and and thank you for supporting me and all that. And then,
Yes.
and then that'll be it. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you so much for watching me. I hope you enjoy the whole show. I'm going to sing a little bit for you because, all my good friends know that I like to sing. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed seeing the different collections that I have. And I want to thank my husband, Brian, Lucas. I want to thank my children, John and Shane. I want to thank my mother for being so supportive all the time. And thanks for my friends for always being there to support me at all of my gigs. Most of all, I'd like to thank David Lombardi and Jeff King for being my guitarist. And without you, I really couldn't be singing, and without your guitarist being guitarist. So thank you.
Well, nice job with that. Well, I hope you had fun with me.
And thank you so much.
Oh, I figured that was
Harrison,
coming.
thank you so much.
All
I
right,
really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Seriously.
Me too. I always
Yes.
say it's great guests to make Topic Time Prime.
And you made it so easy.
I tried to.
And comfortable.
I'd argue if I could. I always. All right. Now, one more thing before we wrap it up. If you had a good time with me, which I kind of think you did,
Yes.
you told me you did. What I want you
Yes.
to do, I tell everybody, I get 98% of my guests through Facebook, like I got you, but I get 2% through word of mouth from people, mostly from Facebook. So
Okay.
if you want, if Jeff and Dave or any of the, that's Jeff and Dave, right?
Yes, Jeff and Dave.
And anyone else that you know,
And family members and friends, yes.
they're friends that are interesting or whatever.
Yes.
You have my digits. Just have
Yes.
them text me. I'd love to have them on as guests.
Oh, okay, great.
That's it.
Oh, wonderful. Oh,
Well,
okay, that sounds great.
You made my job easy too.
Yes.
You did a wonderful. You were very so well prepared.
Thank
and I
you.
know how hard you work to be well prepared. And
Yes.
even though everyone makes a little faux pas with your GPS.
Yeah,
At least,
the
like I said,
GPS.
you don't have to.
Yes.
It's nothing to fix. It's just something you have to be conscious of when you go somewhere. Is that there's some streets north and some are not.
I
north.
know. Well, I know that now.
Yeah, it's all-
I put
listen,
I didn't put the north in there.
That's fine, but
I thought I
we
did.
still made it work.
That's definitely. I'm glad.
You
And
learn a
I'm
lesson
glad.
every day of life, basically, and that was your lesson you learned today.
Yeah, north. Yeah, you have to see the address exactly the way it is.
That's right.
And I don't know. I just used a little bit of the GPS, and you know how it pops up the.
Remember, I don't use one.
Oh,
Remember
that's
told
right.
you?
I forgot
Yeah.
that. Well,
I'm
I
still
took the
ignorant
first
I'm
one
still
that popped
ignorant
up.
in the GPS department.
How do you go places if you don't
Well,
use
I
the GPS?
pretty much have it down. I usually
You
come
do?
here. I go to Easton to do my show, and
Oh,
I'm
I
going
see.
tomorrow to do my second show.
I see.
Or Wareham, where I sometimes do an interim show, and then I just go out in the country and get lost, and I like it. 'Cause
Oh,
I
that's
love hiking in the
great.
woods, and as long as there's no snow on the ground.
Me too. I love doing exercise too.
There you go. You
Hiking.
keep yourself in shape. You work
Hiking.
out regularly?
I do, like almost every day.
There you go.
Yeah,
I work out
running.
every day.
You do?
61 years old, and I pump iron and I
Wow.
run in my living room. 'Cause
Well, yes, me too.
I jog in my living room. That's
Yes.
the best place. No
Yes.
matter how much snow is on the ground, I'm
Yes,
not going
true.
to trip on anything. Like get get bogged down.
Yes.
All right. On
Yeah.
that note, are you
Yes.
ready to wrap it up the way we started?
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
folks. Hope you had that very enjoyed this very scintillating episode
Thank
of
you.
Topic Time. More great episodes to follow. See you next time. Take care. Bye bye. You said bye bye before when I finished the show. It's the first.
Really.